system of IC engine. So what are the functions of the engine oils? It provides the thin film between the moving parts and minimize the friction and wear. And it remove the uh, that is the remove from the heat from the engine parts, and this is acting as a coolant agent. It also absorbs between the bearing and other engine parts, and thus the reduces the noise and life of an engine. It forms a good seal between the piston rings and cylinder wall and preventing the linkage of the gases from the combustion chamber. And it acts as a cleaning agent to carry away the dirt, particles of carbon, and other foreign matters. And it reduces the power required to overcome the frictional resistance between the moving parts. So, what are the properties of the lubricating oil? First is the viscosity, refers to tendency of oil to resist the flow, and viscosity of oil determines ease with which slipping can take place. Okay, and a higher the temperature reduce the viscosity, vice versa. So, what is the viscosity index? The entire oil does not thin out or becomes a less viscous at the same rate as a rise of temperature. And to take account of this factor, another means of rating oil is adopted called as the viscosity index. And viscosity index is defined as the number which indicate the rate at which oil thins out a temperature, rises and gets heavier as the temperature falls. Viscosity index is an ability of oil to resist the change in viscosity as the temperature changes. And lower the rate of change, higher will be the viscosity of the index. So AC number in practice, lubricating oils are usually marked by AC viscosity numbers recommended by a Society of Automotive Engineers. And some oil companies employ the designation W after the AC viscosity number to denote that. And viscosity of oil will be low enough at 0 degree Fahrenheit for satisfactory starting in severe winter. AC viscosity grade without W are measured at the 212 degree Fahrenheit using the viscometer. So multi-grade oil engine oils are nowadays produced to meet the requirement of uh, that is requirement of more than one grade. More than one grade, and these oils have special additives which reverse the normal tendency of oil to thicken when the cold and thin out when hot. And multigrade oil have suitability low viscosity at the low temperature to provide the required condition for starting in a cold weather, while the viscosity is reasonably maintained at a higher temperature to prevent the excessive and high oil consumption. An example of multigrade oil in common use are 5W by 20 or 20W by 40 and 20W by 50. So needs of lubrication: friction between the moving parts causes the wear at faster rate and tremendous amount of heat is produced. Therefore, friction increases with the load, area of contact and coefficient of friction. In tractor engine, load between the moving parts or surfaces may be well above 1000 psi, hence the friction will be quite high. Then if we look under a microscope at two surfaces moving across each other, they looks like two mountain ranges rubbing against the one another. And if they are allowed to rub against each other without lubrication, the pieces of weaker material break off and create the smaller abrasive material, resulting in more broken off pieces, which go on to create more abrasion and will develop the considerable friction and heat. And this type of friction is termed as the solid friction. Reducing the friction and heat are only a couple of reasons for which we use lubricant. And the friction between the moving parts of engine reduces when film of oil is placed between them, so that parts ride on oil instead of riding on each other. And this type of friction is termed as the fluid friction. Hence, the purpose of lubrication is to be substitute the fluid friction for solid friction. There are types of the lubrication system. One is the splash lubrication, another is the pressure feed lubrication, and combination of splash and pressure feed lubrication system. And the system second and third are predominant in the modern engine. The splash means that this system has a low pressure pump installed in oil sump to pump oil from the main sump to upper oil splash pan or narrow trough which is polished directly beneath the connecting rod. And oil is splashed onto efficient working parts of the engine by means of scoop and dipper or crank waves. The scoop or dipper is fitted to big end of connecting rod, and when engine runs, dipper dips into the narrow trough of oil and throws or flashes the oil up to the working part during every revolution. In certain engine, oil is splashed by crankshaft waves, and mostly small single cylinder engines are lubricated by splash lubrication system. And the lubrication by method is not so uniform in the is the disadvantage, and its effective is depend upon the size of hole, clearance, oil level in a splash pan or narrow trough, and condition of the engine component. Now this is the splash lubrication system. You can see here the pistons. This is a timing gear, oil sump. This is a splash trough. This is crankshaft. So parts are lubricated by splash systems are main bearings, camshaft. You can see how it is splashing the oil to the above part of the engine. Main bearings, camshaft bearings, or timing gears, pistons, and cylinder liners. And the that pressure lubrication system. In these systems, the pump is provided to circulate the lubricating oil to the engine, and the pump is providing to circulate the lubrication oil to engine moving parts. The oil pump delivers the oil first to main gallery, from where it passes through the drill holes and to main bearings, camshaft bearings, partially to connecting rod bearings. This is a piston pin, big end of the connecting rod, then liner connecting rod, rocker arm, valve stem, cylinder head, and push rod. This system is commonly used to light the speed multi-cylinder engine in tractor, trucks, and automobiles. Now you can see this is the pressure lubrication system. The oil pump is used to circulate the lubricating oil to the each part of the component through the gallery. Now this is the again the pressure lubrication system. You can see here the oil filter. This is oil circulating oil. This is oil pump. You can see here the powered pump timing. It is provided to the each gallery through the gallery. Then rocker arm shaft. How you can see the oil is supplied to the each part of the component for lubricating purpose. Then combination of splash and pressure system. Here some of the part lubricating by the splash and pressure systems. You can see here the motor as well as the scoop are used to splashing the oil to the each component of the engine, and motor the oil pump is used to circulate the oil to the each part through the gallery. What are the main parts of the lubrication system? First is the oil pump or oil pan. This is the lowest part of the engine which contains the lubricating oil, and it is made up of the cast iron or sheet metal. Oil pump which supply the oil to moving parts of the engine called an oil pump. And there are three types of the pump: gear type, rotor type, and plunger type pump. Now gear type pump, this pump consists of the housing containing two spur gear, one fitted on an ideal and other on a main shaft, which get the drive from camshaft or camshaft. That is shows in a figure. Okay. The pump shaft has a speed of 400 to 500 rpm. The gear ratio of camshaft and pump is 1 as to 1.5, and here the peripheral speed is less than 10 meter per second. In operation, two gears revolve in opposite direction and oil is drawn between teeth of gear from pocket which carry the oil from inlet side of the pump to the outlet side where it is discharged. So you can see how it works, the gear type of pump. You can see here this is the gear type of pump, and the main function of the pump is to give the energy to the liquid to create the pressure in a liquid. It delivers the pressurized liquid to the that is to the pump or other part of the that where we want to lubricate the parts of the engine. So rotor type pump, this consists of the rotor inner or outer are fit on oil pump body. When pump rotates, the inner rotor revolves the outer rotor in a pump body. And the inner rotor has a one lobe less than the outer fixed rotor at the time when one lobe is in a contact with the outer rotor, and the revolving rotor from the pocket which becomes the filled with oil at inlet side of pump and discharge of the outlet side. And the clearance between the outer and inner rotor should be checked by the means of the feeler gauge. So this is the clearance on both rotors should be replaced. You can see this is the rotor type of pump. This is a plunger type of pump. This type of pump is used in stationary oil engines and motorcycle. It consists of housing containing which a spring-loaded plunger which moves up and down to oil pump to pump oil and check the valve which prevent the draw in oil from flow back. Now the pressure that relief valve. This is the type of the non-return valve which allows the oil to pass in one direction. This valve is fitted on delivery of the pump. Its purpose to prevent the excessive oil pressure by limiting the maximum valve. The pressure increases, the ball or plunger is lifted off and the seal and excessive oil passes through the relief valve to crankcase. Then oil filter, you can see the carbon deposit and dust material, and rubbing get mixed with the that is the And the detects in engine to minimize this oil filter are provided on engine oil circulate in filter which traps the particle of the foreign metal through the permitting the oil to the pass through. And two types of the filters are used for full flow type. It is designed in a way such that entire quantity of the oil is forced to circulate through it before it enter the engine. And all these elements are replaceable and should be changed after a committed time period. No attempt should be made to clean them. You can see this is the filter, oil filter. Now the bypass filter in the supply of the line from pumps are connected to the permit only part of the oil through filter and the balance oil reaching directly to the engine parts. Over period of the operation, all the oil in the crankcase pass through the filter since only a part of oil passes through the filter. Since only part of passes through filter, clogged of the filter that has no effect on working of the engine. So oil pressure gauge, this is provided on an engine to know the oil pressure which gives the vanishing against the low or high pressure. Oil level dipstick, this is placed on an engine to check the oil level in engine sum, and the dipstick is marked as a full, half or danger, and the oil level should be checked only when the tractor is on a level ground. You can see this is the oil level dipstick. Okay, thank you, dear student.